I'm Brandi.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Courtney.
I'm Meagan.
And today we're going to talk to you about the genres of literature.
Take out your booklet and turn to the first page. When you hear this sound, turn to the next page and we'll snap to the next setting.
A genre is a particular type or category of literature or art.
There are two main categories for genre, fiction and nonfiction. Fiction is written stories about people and events that aren't real. Nonfiction is writing that is about facts or real events. Now we're going to give you examples of what fiction is and what nonfiction is.
An autobiography is a biography written by the person that it's about. For example, if you're reading The Diary of Anne Frank, you're reading an autobiography. Would an autobiography be an example of fiction or nonfiction?
Nonfiction.
That's right, nonfiction.
A fairy tale is a fantastical story about magical creatures or beings. An example of a fairy tale is the story Brave. Brave is a story about a princess who tries to save her family. Here's an example of the fairy tale Brave. Now you guys tell me, was that fiction or nonfiction? That's correct, it's fiction. A horror story is a story about unsettling or unfortunate experiences. An example of a horror story is Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary is a story about dead things coming back to life. Do you think this is fiction or nonfiction? That's correct, it's fiction.
Next we have myth. A myth is an ancient story used to explain natural phenomena and commonly features gods and goddesses, like Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. In this story, a boy is accused of stealing Zeus's lightning bolt. Do you think this story is fiction or nonfiction? That's right, it's fiction.
A biography is a true story about someone's life. For example, if you're reading a book about Drew Brees or about Marcus Colston, who dat? You're reading a biography. Is a biography an example of a nonfiction or fiction story? That's right, it's nonfiction.
Next we have romance. A romantic novel is an emotionally driven story about love and relationships, like Twilight, a story about Bella and Edward, a vampire and human love story.
Bella, I love you.
Oh, Edward!
Harry Potter is a story of a young wizard and his friends going on many adventures on their way through school. Which genre of fiction would this fall under?
Just a friendly reminder, make sure you write down your answers and no cheating. Okay, next question. Cinderella, a story about a girl who finds her true love and they end up living happily ever after. Is this a fiction or a nonfiction?
Pandora's Box is a story about a curious human who gets a gift from a god. When she opens this gift after she's told not to, she releases diseases and famine in the world. What genre of fiction is this?